K-pop scape. You're escaping to the world of K-pop and Korean entertainment industry topics. In light of the recent news of EXO, CBX, Chen, Baekhyun, and Xiumin basically trying to leave SM, which I had these notes already made in advance, but the many offenses of SM Entertainment and their artists. Yeah. So we're gonna start this off with the many offenses of SM and their artists. So in light of the situation with CPX or EXO and that situation and the lack of payment, SM has always had problems with paying their artists, or situations like that where people have left because of lack of profit or abuse, stuff like that. So neglecting foreign idols was a big problem in SM. Luhan and Tao of the original 12 of EXO, they sued SM. They stated that SM provided unfair profit distribution, and they also treated the Korean members better and seemed to generally not care about the Chinese dorms or members' well-being. So it's like favoritism, even though I feel like if you're going to bring people and promise them this, and that, why treat them like crap? Like, you basically just manipulated these people to drop out of high school and leave their families for your own, become your own little plaything and make you money, because apparently these idols are not making money. They're making the company and probably the CEO and their staff money, but not bringing or getting paid at all, which I think is unfair. There was a picture going around of Renjun who looked like genuinely confused, and people were speculating that they just was hiding from him or played like a sick joke, and it was acting like they left when I guess they didn't. And Renjun said that he was just confused and didn't know where they were, but at the same time, be outside where he can see you, especially in a public place where there's people everywhere. I get it was raining too, but still, umbrellas. You are their manager. You're supposed to make sure they're fine. And you're out here I'm gonna hide in the thing. He knows what the Sprinter looks like. How many people use Sprinters in Korea? A black van with blackout windows. There's probably especially if you're at a place like a restaurant or even an airport, you think he gonna be able to pick the one that y'all on? Unless it don't got a NCT bumper sticker on it, he ain't gonna know where it's at. Also, the lack of promotion for Wavy, which is another NCT subsidiary. So I don't know if they just have a lack, or they be doing most of their promo in China. But yeah, they're the Chinese unit of NCT. I don't see why they need the hell of promotion in Korea if they only are catered to China, because their songs are in Chinese. But if they're not promoting them in China, then I understand it. Next topic is idols forced weight loss. So Red Velvet debuted in 2015. Some netizens decided to be childish and rant about how quote unquote fat Wendy and Joy looked in the Dum Dum era. It got so out of hand that SM basically forced the girls both to be on diets. The public's opinion outweighed the girls' mental health and them feeling fine. And they're like, nah, the public think y'all fat, so we gonna just, nip that in the bud. We don't do bad publicity. They ain't gonna like y'all fat. So they put them in forced diets. They had staff literally watch Wendy like a hawk at everything she ate. So they were basically abusing her in a way. Because why are you watching a grown adult what she eats? And the diets in Korea tend to be borderline bulimic. Like, you have them eating one thing each time, no snacks. You have like quote unquote trigger warning about eating disorders and stuff like that, but like the IU diet that she said recently that it was so bad. I noticed a few years back a lot of YouTubers were doing K-pop diets, and IU's diet was where she had an apple for breakfast, sweet potato for lunch, and like some chicken and another sweet potato for dinner or something, like bare minimum, no snacks, maybe water, and that was for her diet. That's not healthy. The Korean mindset is you have to basically restrict yourself of all foods to lose weight, which is not true, especially since Korea and a lot of Asian countries, a lot of their foods have a lot of vegetables in it. You don't have to restrict yourself to lose weight. Just eat the things you love and go for walks and, go to the gym. Like, it's like literally bulgogi has meat and a variety of vegetables and rice. How is that fattening? Please explain. I know rice is carbs. You can switch out the white rice with brown rice. And you could also, there's other versions of bulgogi you could eat. You don't have to eat the bulgogi with the beef. You have salmon, you have vegetarian. Like, people just need to switch out things and it'll be fine. Restricting yourself is and was such a horrible idea. It'd be men dictating these diets too, which is even worse. Plus, women hold water weight. We might be bloated one day because a period's coming, or we that's how our bodies are. Y'all, let's just try to kill them from the inside out. That'd be nice. The public would love that. That's not realistic. K-pop idols are not robots. They are people, and they need to eat. And also, Wendy has a naturally round face. That you can't. When you lose weight in your body, you don't lose weight in your face. And this is coming from a person who has had a chubby, fat face her whole life, but my body has never matched my face. I was literally 110 pounds from maybe 13 to 18. So, and I ate like a goddamn, like a boy. Snacks and whole. Wendy, because of this freaking asinine ass diet, she passed out from lack of food. I hope these companies need to take their artists like seriously. Like, I've noticed even in other groups as of the last 5 years, like ITZY, they eat what they want. They want toast and jelly, they gonna eat their toast and jelly. They want their their meat, they gonna eat their meat. You can eat what you want and dance practice. You will not gain weight. That's the point of eating and exercise. Food gives you energy and you work out. These companies, it'd be people, if it's not an actual dietitian telling them they need to do this, lose weight, I'm not listening to them. This is my PSA to new trainees and idols. If they don't have a legit certified dietitian telling y'all to do this, I would not do it. Literally, and then this funny. The only thing also is they did these diets a lot with other girl groups and other companies and some boy groups, and these motherfuckers still went and snuck to get food they wanted to eat. So it was a waste of time to me, but that's just me. All right, the next topic is mental health. Trigger warning. I'm going to mention suicide and mental health. So if you don't want to hear this, fast forward past this part. I also will mention Sulli from FX. So, Sulli, known for her innocent and won't hurt a fly demeanor. She was the only member with a large male fan base, which is red flag. You're a male adult man and you like one of the youngest members of a girl group. That's giving me predator vibes. Sulli and dynamic duo members Choza were dating. This was a problem since Sulli and Chozo had a 14-year age gap. I get it, but dating doesn't constitute marriage. And her being 14, or him being 14 years older than her, she was born when he was 14. That's creepy. But then again, men. Anyways, instead of calling out the men for dating a younger woman, because men, sorry, I almost said the word. Men like to pat each other on the back. Oh my God, when they do stuff like that, which is very predatorial and groomerish. They basically bullied the fuck out of Sulli instead. Like clockwork, the public starts bullying the woman. Sulli develops depression to the point where she couldn't perform again. She didn't perform. Barely did music, and if she did it, she probably didn't do it. She do a song. You know, you can record a song and put it out. You don't have to do a public performance though. It was revealed that she reached out to SM for help countless times, and they brushed her off. She took her own life at the age of 25. I think back in 2000, either 19, I think. No, I think it was 18. I think it was 19. Because also, she was also getting bullied online by people, netizens, K-netizens, about every little thing she did. She's not wearing a bra. Oh my God, why would you not do that? Oh my God, she pecked her best friend on the lips. Oh my God, why would you do that? You look sick. Oh my, she's tired of y'all. Anyways, SM is to blame, and the dynamic of the way the public treats idols. These people are weird. Imagine you being a regular person and your neighbor next to you say, you should probably not wear that. Go back in the house. Don't look right. You probably want to fight that person, right? So that mindset of companies making it where these idols are the people's idols and these are y'all basically play dolls to play with. No, they're adults. They can do what they want. Because you spend a little measly $50 on something, doesn't mean you own them. And according to SM, again, they don't pay people. So you ain't paying for their lifestyle at all. Not even a little bit. SM also allegedly plagiarized visuals and album art from other artists in Korea. I would not be surprised. Idols don't make much money. A lot of the revenue goes to the company. So idols becoming ambassadors and faces of product lines is the way they make money. Which I also feel like the companies have their cut in that situation because they negotiated the deal. So they probably get their cut. Alright, we're going to delve into the problematic behaviors of groups. Some groups I didn't put down because I couldn't find the stuff. I know there's a group called S-Kiss or whatever that group called, and they have the N-word in a lot of their songs. I don't know if that's an SM artist or not. If they are, trash. Anyways, if they're not, still trash. Okay, so be right back. Okay, before I start this section, these are past mistakes these artists have made. Some of these artists I'm not really caught up on what they're doing nowadays, so I don't know if they have made any further offenses. I'm just letting you know what happened then or what have they done in their past, because honestly, no K-pop idol is clean completely, or have not done anything questionable or problematic. So yeah, we're going to start with Super Junior and their problematic behaviors. so we're going to start with Leeteuk, who's the leader. He has quoted of saying, and I quote, "I really dislike fat girls. I don't think they take care of their bodies well." He also said that he thought Bae Suzy needed to lose weight first. Even though a lot of these girls, these men claim to need to lose weight, are already small. And they want girls who are like 5'3", 5'2" to be in 90 pounds. Like Somi, solo artist formerly of IOI, she's 5'7" and she's 100 pounds. I feel like girls who are not even their height. I feel like some girls shouldn't be that small unless they have high metabolism and they can't help it. I doubt majority of the K-pop idols have high metabolisms. I feel like some of the girls have to do crash diets to get smaller, or what the ideal type or the ideal size is. He performed with Boom while he was donning blackface. Next is Heechul. He wore a head scarf in the similar way to a hijab in A Style for You episode 4. Yisung cosplayed as Nick Fury using blackface, which, if you don't know who Nick Fury is, he's the Samuel Jackson's character. So he cosplayed as a black guy. I feel like if he would have just had a hat and the eye patch on and the suit, people would know who he was. A lot of these idols put on blackface for costumes that sometimes you don't even need the skin color, you just need the outfit. People will know who you are. He was quoted as saying that he thinks that obese people are lazy, which is ironic when he has Shindong in his group. He's not obese, but he's a big dude. So that's his way of saying he thinks that Shindong was lazy. So former member of I am going to be talk about all members of groups, including the ones that left, because a lot of people have left. Former member Kangin, he called in from VIX he called him effing trash, amongst other things. I don't know what In did to get him all the sorts. I feel like In don't do anything to anybody, but like something about In ticked this man off where he called him trash. On October 16th, 2009, around 3 a.m., Kangin collided into a parked taxi that had no one in it, left the scene of the accident. 5 hours later, Kangin turned himself in. His blood alcohol level was 0.082 when he arrived at the station. On the next month, like literally a month later, September, was that a month? Well, this is before the month before, September the 16th, 2009, Kangin was arrested for getting into a fight with 2 men at a bar. I think he got arrested, but I think it was later deemed self-defense, because them dudes was probably coming over picking at him or something. On May 24th, 2016, Kangin was involved in another hit and run. He wasn't on schedule, so I guess he was busy drinking, just day drinking and crashing the cars, I guess. Yeah, he finally left Super Junior like 2019 or 20. Like he finally left recently, although he has not done any comebacks or been involved in any of the music in the last 10 years. I never can pronounce his name right. I need to go practice their names. I know how to pronounce some of the people's names, but like Unyuk. Unyuk performed with Boom, and he also had blackface. Pre-debut Unyuk and Junsu formerly of TVXQ snuck into a room in which girls were sleeping and touched them. Some were sleeping, some were awake and were aware. Which I don't think that makes it better. What are you two? What are two dudes going sneaking into a girl's room for? Like, no matter if they're aware or not, that's still kind of creepy. Like, they're probably aware and just smiling to get y'all out of here. Because this is pre-debut, so y'all guys weren't famous yet. Donghae used brown face to dress up as an Arab Elsa. She won when a male fan said Saranghae, which means I love you, to him. He responded by going no and waving his hands. Rawook, I'm probably saying that wrong. Again, I am not the best at pronouncing Korean names. Also, I need to practice my Korean. He made the blackface picture of Yisung his Twitter display in 2013. I guess it was a running joke within the group of him dressing like Nick Fury. Now, this next member, I have a personal grievance with him because he is fake to me. So, Kyuhyun, Defcon, which I'm assuming is a rapper in Korea, or in Korea, I don't know who he is, but I'm assuming. Defcon was talking about a trade he did with a African American regarding some Jordans, in which Kyuhyun retorted and said that scenario must have looked like a drug deal because he was black. You know, a lot of drug dealers are white, right? Especially in suburban areas. Just saying. Racist. He implied negative things about Gohara's dating around a lot. He also he was on some show that they have on Korea, or in Korea, where they're like in a round table, and he kept picking at Jessica, formerly of Girls' Generation, and giggling about it. And Tiffany had to correct him. And these men really be thinking these girls like them, or they're friends. Like, I know it's Korea and they have their own beliefs, but literally bullying your friend in front of people, how's that cool? Like, I guess he's doing it for the respect of his co-host or whatever. Tiffany Young, Jessica, and her sister Crystal are all from America. They are from San Francisco, I think, or San Diego. One of the seconds. Okay. So him doing that, I know that American and them is like, yeah, we're never talking to him again. And I'm pretty sure Tiffany don't talk to them either anymore. So he did this to himself if he thinks he's still friends with them. Shindong also used blackface to imitate Oprah. He could have just dressed like her and wore a wig. I mean, he probably would also look like Korean Ajima, but whatever. Also performed with Boom in blackface. He culturally appropriated Native American headdress. He also fat shamed women, although he is the big bone one of the group. Claiming he's supposed to like in Korea, men believe they can be big, but women are not allowed to be. If you gain weight, you're not allowed to gain weight. Henry, who's Canadian, He claimed when he first came to Korea, he thought that Heechul was transgender because how pretty Heechul is, or what is, like he's otherworldly pretty. And some of the members were gay. And let's roll it back to Shinwan dodging a male fan saying "I love you" to you, but you thought the group was gay. I don't know what they be doing when made Henry think they were gay. Persuaded Jackson Wang to accompany him into going to the girls' room without permission. I feel like Jackson just did it to be liked, because compared to Jackson and when Super Junior debuted, Henry is technically his senior, so he would do anything to listen to a senior, and Jackson is a junior. So he basically used his seniorness to take advantage of Jackson in a way. Because Jackson is a foreigner who just wanted to be liked and probably was taught to respect everybody or his seniors, and he followed them. They also went through the girl stuff again. Boys being boys, but that's not a good thing. That's still a fucking invasion of privacy, and them girls should have whooped their ass. Okay, so we're flipping to Red Velvet. Wendy imitated black women and men in a stereotypically way on a radio show. She also did it to white people, stereotypical white people too, because the DJ thought it was so interesting to, oh, you grew up in Canada, right? What are the people like? And she proceeds to do Valley Girl accents, although I think white girls in Canada don't sound like Valley girls from California. Also proceeds to imitate black women in a stereotypically ghetto way, with the neck rolling and the finger snapping and the uhs and this and the third. And yeah, so she got flack for that. And even fans who they were like foreign fans who came to fan signs in Korea was telling her how they felt bad or how she made them feel and this and the third. And she apologized to that fan just to do it again a couple months later. So they're not sorry. They wouldn't be sorry to save face, but they don't care. So besides her getting hurt a couple years ago, that's the only thing I feel bad about her. Is she falling and breaking her pelvic bone in her face. Besides that, I don't really care for Wendy. But apparently also Yuri gave Kim Jong-un positive compliments when half the world don't like that man, including the country she's been raised in. So I don't know why they keep doing business where they send K-pop idols to North Korea when Koreans aren't even allowed to listen to K-pop. So why are you sending K-pop idols over there to meet him? For what? He literally kills his citizens who listen to y'all music. It's a waste of fucking time. Next is Girls' Generation. Jessica basically getting kicked out of her own group because the girls thought that the group should have been her first priority, and SM wanted percentage of her fashion business, even though it was her separate entity that she came up with. Like, it wasn't a deal that they helped her with. She did it on her own, but they thought they should have their hands in it when they thought it was going somewhere. And I get the girls in a way because they were hungry or whatever, but y'all lost a friend over people give y'all bad business advice. Anyways, Taeyeon, she made a comment about Alicia Keys saying she's pretty for a black girl, even though she's half. So she only thinks the light skin girls are pretty, I guess. I didn't see a follow-up for her correcting. I think she apologized and said that's not what she meant or something, but who knows. Next is TVXQ. Besides what I've mentioned previously with Junsu, with him and Eunhyuk and shit, TVXQ hasn't really had scandals or problematic behavior. They have been abused though. Like, they try to be good, besides the Jinsu shit, but like, they are usually the ones attacked. Because I know one member was at a spa sleeping and somebody broke in and literally basically assaulted him because he was sleeping, and they kept touching on his face and his arms and touching him without his permission. So you're assaulting him. They were severely mistreated by SM, which caused the once 5-member group to become a 2-member group, which has Max and Changmin, because I think Max is Yoonho. So yeah, Yoonho and Changmin. They also had really bad Sasang issues. Fans taking videos and assaulting Jaejung, that's the member I was talking about, while he slept at a spa. Anti-fan almost killed Yoonho because they put like cement in put the cement in the orange juice and gave it to him. He started coughing up blood. To this day, he don't drink orange juice or takes any gifts from fans. Fan blocked services to the members' phones and checked calls and contacts to see if any were women. No wonder it's 2 members. And even with the 2 members, one of them, got married. Changmin got married and people got mad because he got married. That man is 30-some years old. He don't belong to none of y'all. He ain't planning on marrying none of y'all. That fantasy you got with him in y'all head ain't real. He ain't marrying none of you. Next is NCT. So they do a lot of culture appropriating, or have done a lot of culture appropriating hairstyles. Particularly Winwin, Taeyang, and Chinla. They had Yang Yang. What's it, Yang Yang? Might have been Yang Yang and Winwin wearing do-rags, which they should have had. Their hair is long, and the do-rags look bad. It was in like the group album from a few years ago. Jamin said the R slur as an insult. They mocked Dancey Dance. Stylist put shirt with the Confederate flag on Taeil. Jisung said the N-word, reciting Chris Brown lyrics, which I feel like the whole discourse of, it's just lyrics, so I'm singing a song. If you won't say that without singing, you should not say it. If you were not saying it in your everyday language, talking to your friends, why would you say it because you're singing a song by a black person? I'm just saying. They used to they use Minna culture for aesthetic for birthday video and calling it Aladdin. Aladdin is not a thing. Aladdin is a cartoon from Disney. It's not a culture. So I don't know who told them to call it. Is it like Aladdin? It is, but that Aladdin is in India. His name is not a culture. It's a name. I thought y'all would know that much about Disney movies. They were a lot of members multiple times have been fatphobic and colorist to Haechan, including Doyoung, Yuta, and Chinla. Haechan is kind of hard on himself sometimes too with his weight, but then again, he's Korean and their expectations for weight is high. They want them to be small. They have called Haechan a gorilla. Stylist putting do-rags. Oh, it was on Jenna on one. Henry wearing the dread wig. Henry dismissing a fan trying to educate him during a fan call. Lucas fat phobia. When mocked native war cries. Sometimes I feel like some of the stuff they do is out of curiosity, but other times I feel like they take it as a joke. Like they think it's funny. So we're gonna do EXO in a second. Take a sip of my tea. It's not all the members, it's just some members. Some members don't be doing much, but they might participate in it by just giggling. It's enough to participate in it. Baekhyun said Kai's defining feature was that his face was most dark. Like, okay, in K-pop groups, they tend to bully each other. Like, they think it's funny because they're friends, I guess, but like that shit ain't funny because, like, from what I've seen with the response of Kai's responses to a lot of the stuff the boys be saying, especially Chanyeol, he don't think that shit's funny. Not even a little bit. And they still keep doing it. He don't laugh. He just looks at them. So I don't know why they keep making these jokes to him. Because he's like, okay. Said Tao face color is dark because it's green. Liked some blackface edits on Instagram. Saved Kai's name in his phone as Blackie. Wore a white power shirt. Teased Luhan about his arachnophobia. Continuously mocked Tao's Korean. When Dio got a tan, he said that he smelled burnt. Chanyeol asked Kai, do you want to go for a skin whitening? Assigned gummy bears to EXO K members and said that the dark one was for Kai. Said that Kai was in charge of the skin color of this group. Mocked Tao's Korean despite not being able to speak Chinese himself. Also, with the Korean members, without Tao, so with the Korean members, Chanyeol is the second darkest member of EXO. He's right behind Kai. So him making fun of Kai when he's about as dark as Kai is annoying to me. And that's just me personally. This is why I don't really pay Chanyeol any mind. Like, people love him, that's your bias, that's fine. I have the people I pay attention to in EXO. They don't do or have done the shit that he does. So they're all in a group and they all bully each other. Dio laughed when Baekhyun said that he has Kai saved in his phone as Blackie. Like that stuff they like. There's a lot of stuff that the quiet people laugh at, but they don't participate in. Kai said that N-word in a pre-debut video with the hard ER. Culture appropriated dreads and braids. Yeah, he had dreads in Coco Bop, and he had braids in Wolf, I think. Sehun, how can you say something that doesn't even make sense? Yeah, because that's what so basically there's been a lot of allegations that people think Sehun is gay, and guessing or trying to guess people or idols' sexuality is always already a weird situation in itself. But Chanyeol decided to make a joke about Sehun kissing or dating men, and Sehun was like, how does that make any sense? Like, he's like, basically, you sound dumb. That's what I mean. Like, Sehun and Kai just stares at Chanyeol majority of the time, or any member who makes a joke about skin color or sexuality, and they just think that they are a little off. Like, people say like Chanyeol or Baekhyun is like the jokester of the group of like EXO, but he ain't funny. Apparently, he ain't funny to Kai or fucking Sehun. They both think that he annoying. Suho allegedly asked if a B&W video could go any darker cause Kai is in it. And he's the leader of the group. Schumann commented about the members with darker skin. They just be bullying each other. Went out of his way to clarify that they aren't gay, which he's, I guess. Chen said that he looked like Punthin Kente when he had overdrawn lips on V Live. Yeah. So EXO has done many offenses as well. A lot of them, again, result in a whole bunch of them ganging up on one member, just like NCT. Majority of NCT bullies Haechan. NCT Dream members and NCT 127 members bully Haechan. So he has like literally 22 other not even 22, because that's not even wavy. About 15 dudes bullying him every day, or 17. But besides him, not 17. Yeah, about 15 dudes bullying him every day. Like he's in fucking high school in a classroom. We're moving on to SHINee. Onu sent a text to N from VIX that included a colorist joke. Korea is very colorist, anti-feminist, and what's another one? Yeah, like misogynistic. Very conservative, very much 1950s America. Housewife stays home with the kids, make sure the house is good, husband goes to work, and do all that and that. Korea in 2023 is in that mindset still, where they think the man works, the woman stays home with the kid. Now, if they pay motherfuckers enough over there to have the man work, and if the job market over there wasn't so competitive, maybe y'all would have a lot more housewives. But since women now, the new woman, millennial to Gen Z, want careers, and they rather work than have a family, I don't blame them. So, Onu dressed as a stereotypical Mexican for a performance. So with a sombrero, mustache, all that jazz. Like a Party City costume. Taemin said that Kai's weakness was his dark skin. Which I don't know. Actually, Kai's dark skin is actually his advantage. Because even if people in Korea don't notice him, people outside of Korea notices Kai. Kai has a big people of color following. Like black people, Hispanic people, other Asian people. He had a bigger following outside of Koreans. With that, he pretty much he got scouted by Fenty Beauty twice, and SM said no. So I don't think Kai's skin tone is not a disadvantage for him. It's kind of an advantage for him. Key, Taemin, and Kai were colorists when they were asked what their initial impression of each other was. They spiked Key's hair for a video, and Taemin said that he looked like a black boy and continued to mock him. And we cannot dismiss Taemin's behavior because he's the youngest. He knows better. He was he's been in SHINee since he was 15, 14. But in these times, I think he was 17 than 20 at this time, between all these situations where he knew better. Taman had a towel tied to his head like a bandana that people keep. For the "Don't Call Me" comeback, he had a towel on his head with like paint splatter on it, and it was tied on his head like a bandana. People keep calling it a do-rag. That's not his hair. That's not a do-rag. His hair was tied on his head like a bandana. They could have just gave him a bandana. I mean, it probably would have clashed with his outfits, unless they could have found an all-white one. But yeah, that was not a do-rag. That was a bandana. He wore a white power shirt. Key told Sistar Suyu that she should be grateful that a man was following her. So she should be grateful she had a stalker? Men are creepy. And I know Key knows men are creepy. A lot of men in K-pop know that men are creepy. But they have been conditioned to normalize questionable behavior from their counterparts. And I need them to stop. It's only a few people nowadays who will be like, nah. Will call other idols out for their behaviors. Who probably don't even talk to other idols. Minho dressed up as a stereotypical Mexican for a performance. Wore a Native American hairdress. As a group, they all did a performance mocking Native Americans. They did a VCR mocking Indians. Not Native Americans, I'm talking like Indians from India. Because I don't call Native Americans Indians. I call them Native Americans. Okay, next group, Shinhwa. I think Shinhwa is the group that had songs with the N-word in it that a lot of third-gen, second-gen idols, or third-gen idols sung their songs in the beginning, covers, and they were saying the lyrics, including BTS. I think that's the group. Haesung arrested after it found out he allegedly stolen a car. We're gonna wrap this up soon because this is a little bit last few ones. Mocked Indian dances. So for aespa, only thing is Giselle singing lyrics to a SZA song and mouthing or saying the word nigga. Excuse my language, but I am black, so the N-word. FX Crystal, she wore dreads. Crystal also said that Luna would blend in with Africans because she's dark. No, she wouldn't. Luna might be the same skin tone as a light-skinned mixed girl. Or a Latina. She's not dark enough to be black. I wish people would stop making it. Especially somebody like Crystal who's from America, and there are black people who lived in San Francisco and San Diego. She's seen black people in real life, and she know damn well Luna is not that dark. She probably seen mixed, because there's a lot of mixed kids in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area. There's a lot of mixed people who live out there. So she probably saw a mixed girl and said, "Oh, she's black." It was like, yeah, Luna, you're that dark. If Luna's probably the same skin tone as Kehlani, then she right. In the winter, because Kehlani gets pretty dark in the summer. So I would say she about the same skin tone as Kehlani in the winter. Luna said that she would never date a black guy because they're black. I feel like she let her intrusive thoughts win when she said that. Like, did somebody ask her would she date a black guy? Because a lot of K-pop idols say unprovoked things. A lot of Korean people say unprovoked things. Just random stuff. Like, there's so many videos on the internet of people going around asking Koreans questions. Would you date outside your race? Would you date a black girl? Do you want to touch a black girl's hair? Would you, what's your favorite? Or here's a video of Beyonce, or here's a video of this, or this is what black people do, or this is what Americans do, or did, like, those videos are annoying. Because the person who's showing that stuff don't properly give them the right information while they're showing them these or asking them these weird ass questions. So I feel like it's a waste of time because they don't learn nothing. Victoria said that dark skin is ugly. Appreciate it, Victoria. Amber said the N-word. Yeah. She also said a black man who was obviously been harassed by a cop should just obey. She apologized later. It's been on the been laying low since then. But no. Come on, I didn't understand. I didn't know what's going on. You come back, she comes back to America to visit her family often. You don't see the protest and the things going on in LA for you to know what's going on in America. I guess. She used the I didn't know excuse when I think she pretty much know what's going on. I'm pretty sure her sister, her mother, her parents tell her what was going on. If they don't, there's a lot of other people, of Asian people in America, Hispanic people in America who don't pay attention to the problems of other people. I personally pay attention to everybody's problems and what they're going through. If an Asian person is being discriminated against, I'm paying attention to it in the news. If a Hispanic person is being treated like crap and discriminated against, I listen to it and pay attention to it. But there are people out here who could care less, and they don't pay attention to nobody but themselves. I pay attention to all people of color and women, but that's just me. Because, you know, we are the odd ones out. And kids. We are the people of color, kids and women are always the last people or the less cared for. You see what's going on in this country right now where kids are getting killed left and right. Shootings everywhere. And these people will not give up their guns to save these kids. They don't want you, don't take my guns. They'd rather see kids die than take away or actually restrict weird people from getting guns. Like people who got records or people who are mentally unstable. Although there are people in the dark web and the underground market who have guns that, you know, people break into people's houses and steal their guns. I get it, but you know. But off topic. Anyways, that was the last one. These are all the offenses of SM and SM artists. I decided to start a series because these will probably be the last videos or last podcast episodes for a little while because K-pop has gone to crap. And I mean the fans, not the music or what's going on with SM. The companies are going to shit too. So, and there's a lot of shit going on in Korea right now that's probably impacting the K-pop industry. So I've noticed that I have took a step back from K-pop. Like I listen to some stuff, but most of the time I listen to either R&B or neo soul music or some of my old favorite songs from the 90s that are like maybe country or something. I do listen to K-pop, but it's like I listen to the hell out of some Dean or some DBR Live. But like it takes me maybe a couple days to, like, if there's a comeback today, I probably won't watch the video till tomorrow or next week. Because one, they have comebacks back to back to back. 3 or 4 groups have comebacks in the same day or 2 or 3 days. So that's one reason why I'm behind. 2, I'm just not running to like wait till midnight or 1 a.m. or 5 o'clock in the morning when people drop their video. It'd be up there when I wake up. So it's not my first priority anymore. Been a K-pop fan for about 6 years now. It was fun in the beginning. All the Soca Day stuff on Twitter and meeting new people and your biases and discovering new groups and enjoying yourself. But the last 5 years have been, or the last 3 years have been like literally COVID or 2019 to now, it has changed. It has went 180. Oh, hopefully 360. Whatever. One of the two. It just changed. It went around. So, yeah. I still have my albums. I haven't bought a new album in 3 years, too. So, 4 years. So, 3 or 4 years. It's been about 3 years since I bought a new album. My husband bought me albums for like my birthday and like Christmas, but I have not physically went to any store near my house and bought an album. So I really don't have no more room for posters. 1, 2, my interest is starting to fall back. So there's that. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Excuse my stuttering and my off trackness. I do that a lot. I'm also sleepy. Please subscribe to our podcast here on Spotify or Apple Music, because there's more episodes coming. And keep your eyes and ears out for notifications on our TikTok and Instagram, because a giveaway is coming up before we officially wrap it up for the rest of the year. I'm thinking by possibly August or September we'll be pretty much done. So probably at the end of August, I feel like we'll probably do or get like around August, we'll do our giveaway and our final episode. So thank you for listening.